going to give it to him again. He's going to try to bounce outside. Ashton Genty, his first touchdown.
You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and I totally understand that. And my job is to compete.
Look to pitch it right, instead throws a dart over the middle. It's caught. A bullseye by Dart.
We ready to get the ball rolling, you know. The next play, that's all we can do. If I need to throw the ball better, at the end of the day, it's on both of us. We got to make that play.
Hey, welcome to NFL Live, everybody. We're getting you set for the Monday night game between the Bengals and the Commanders. You know it's a big day because look at this group here, right? We got Shefty, we got RC, we got Swagoo.
Let me get the elephant out the room. This little ass chair is killing me. For the next hour, I am going to struggle doing NFL Live.
Hey, stand up. Just stand up.
Look at my calves. Look at my feet and my calves right now.
Locked in. It's like you're on an airplane. You know what? My dog look uncomfortable.
It's perfect for me, but I'm half the size of Swag.
That's right.
I'm literally working out.
We're not going to take any camera shots from the back.
Yeah. The bar won't go down.
Hey.
All right. Sorry, Hannah.
Guess what?
Hey, Hannah.
That's okay. Our show's over.
We need makeup people right now. My dog's sweating.
If you had to flex your calves for the last 10 minutes, you'd be sweat too.
Happy birthday,
Swagoo,
Dan.
you buried the lead. It's Dan's birthday.
Always stealing the shine.
Happy
Yeah.
Always making it about you.
By the way, guess who
Sorry,
came back
America.
for Dan's birthday? His favorite quarterback decided it's Dan Orlovsky's birthday. I'm going to come back. I am going to play. It's Matthew Stafford back in practice for the first time in training camp. 37-year-old had been sidelined with an aggravated disc in his back. Other than throwing in a workout a couple weeks ago, he hadn't practiced with the team. Now, Sean McVay said they're being cautious with that back, but he could have played if it was a regular season game.
I know you guys will be wondering, it was good to be able to have Matthew out there. He did a good job today. I thought he looked good, but, I don't really have any updates. I think there was a lot of intended information, but there's no updates. We're going to keep it a day and really a week at a time, but it's great to be able to see him out there today, and, we'll see how this afternoon goes and tomorrow. I think my job is to make sure you stay steady and even-keeled. Number one for Matthew, but for our group, and, of course, you want him to feel as good as possible and be able to lead the way. But if the circumstances don't allow that, then we have a lot of confidence in Jimmy and Stetson and in our group as a whole.
Yeah, referring to Jimmy G. Backup, Rams reporter Sarah Barshop joins us now. Sarah, it's been kind of a weird vibe around there. All these reports that Stafford might practice before now, and then it didn't happen, and now he's back out there. So what did you see from him on the practice field today?
It felt like a big day for this Rams team, seeing Matthew Stafford out on the practice field in pads for the first time during training camp. We watched him go out, he warmed up and took part in individual practices, and then he did 26 plays in their team drill. Now again, for the first time in a padded practice, we saw Matthew Stafford throwing to new receiver Davante Adams. It's been a lot of excitement from his teammates and even head coach Sean McVay. I watched him walk up to Stafford at one point during practice. Seemed like he checked in with him, patted him on the helmet, and he walked away with a big smile on his face. And as you heard, Sean McVay said they're going to take it one day at a time with Stafford. Didn't want to put a timeline on anything, but he did say that they want to make sure it's the right situation and very fluid with how they handle this. It's been a long time, a lot of weeks of training camp, but they want to make sure that he's ready for that week 1 game against the Texans.
Sarah, thanks. They finished the preseason against the Browns on Saturday, open up against a very tough defense. They're going to face the Texans in the opener. Dan the Man, your thoughts about him being back on the field, and especially starting to get some work with Devontae?
Dan the Man.
How it responds, how he feels coming off of the practice today. And then, you heard Sarah mention it. One of the great things that made the Rams run with Stafford so impressive was his connection with Cooper Kupp. And Davante Adams has been the guy that's kind of been pegged to replace Cooper Kupp. And that connection has lost a lot of reps, candidly. So I'll be interested in not only how he feels physically, but also how quickly he can get the ball would come out of Matthew's hands before Cooper would be expecting the football coming out of his cut. So how quickly that relationship builds more so than how as much so as how he feels coming off of the workout today?
Man, honestly, like, toughness doesn't have an expiration date, but recovery does.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's about. Matthew Stafford is as tough as any player that's ever played in this league, and we will all think back to some of those Detroit Lions days where this dude fought through everything to just make one throw to try to win a game. But it's about the recovery. What happens after you play a game and you've been hit a few times in the pocket? Can you now protect yourself with movement and having the ability to be mobile within the pocket, manipulated? And so those are the things that Matthew Stafford is going to have to deal with. And I talked to Devontae early on in camp, and we asked him about missing those reps. He said, what we have to do is get to the point where the confidence level is high enough to know I can win when double team. I can win against this coverage.
You can trust me to throw it.
And to Dan's point, they've missed some of those reps that build that rapport.
Yeah, I think everybody just kind of nods away because they've been playing so long. And Dan knows, and RC, the rhythm and the timing that you need to have going into a season, especially early, because you're still feeling out what this new team and this new offense is going to be like. I'm going to kind of flip it to Sean McVay. He got to be very strategic with Stafford, because the point you made, RC, with the recovery, my issue is the back. If it was any other injury, right, this is a quarterback that is going to take some hits. He's a quarterback that's going to play tough at times, stand late in the pocket to deliver the football, and you're talking about something with a disc in your back that could be damaged in a very serious way.
What happened to Tony Romo?
Same thing.
It was the same thing?
It was a J.J. Watt sack where he ended up kind of bent up the wrong way and never got right from that. Again, that's my concern. Like, look, if you process in the offseason, you managing this back, even if you're not managing and you just don't feel like you need to have him out here at practice, that's okay for Matthew Stafford. He understands his offense and everything. But it's the season which is my concern, and it's the hits. It's the hits for me.
And in week 1, it's Will Anderson and Danielle Hunt. And it's a back on a 37-year-old quarterback who's taken a lot of hits. And backs don't get better. They linger, but they're always there. Now, here's where the Rams doctors are today. They believe that Matthew Stafford will be okay for opening day. And I'm sure there are pain managing issues that he can go through, mechanisms that he can go through to help shield the pain on game day, and probably will. But the fact of the matter is, doctors think it shouldn't be an issue. They expect him to be out there. But the more time that goes on and the more time that there is missed, and it looks like he was supposed to throw on Saturday, we still never got an actual answer about whether he did. I think the concern level within the Rams rises by the day to the point where now you hear Sean McVay being very careful about any message he delivers. So, yes, I think everybody believes he's going to be out there opening day, but they recognize it's a back, and back can be temperamental.
We have time for a question.
Yeah, sure. You're obviously in control of the show anyway, so keep going.
Dan, as you prepare, though, with Jimmy G in the background, do you prepare him as a starter every single week?
Jimmy G?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure they'll be very conscious of Wednesday, super light on Matthew. Like, I've said this team expects to be playing late in January.
Yeah.
So they're not expecting 17-game season. They're expecting a 20-21 game season.
Is your back going to be okay in that chair?